50 Cent has U-turned on his criticism of New York City Mayor Eric Adams and is now directing his ire at the state's Governor Kathy Hochul. The G-Unit mogul has been critical of the state's immigration policies and called out Adams last week over a proposed plan to give migrants prepaid debit cards. 50 revealed on Monday, February 5, that Adams had reached out with him to explain the policy before citing his unhappiness at New York wanting to spend $2.4 billion to deal with its migrant crisis. The Indie Club rapper wrote on Instagram, "I talked to Nick Mayor Eric Adams. He broke down why this pilot program was put in place. He appeared to be on point and on top of things. Now I want to talk to Goff Kathiakal about the laws preventing him from doing things to make the situation better in New York. And where the proposed $2.4 billion she's planning on spending on migrants is coming from, not my taxes." 50's post was accompanied by a clip of Mayor Adams publicly reaching out to the rapper, saying, "I told 50 Cent to hit me up. I would love to explain it to him so that he can go out and do another tweet saying, you know what? Eric is just a smart manager and now we understand why he was elected by the people of this city to be the mayor." In January, Governor Hochul unveiled a plan that aimed to provide shelter services, legal assistance, and more for asylum seekers, and reiterated calls for the federal government to provide more assistance to the state. She said, "We're doing this not just because it's the right thing to do for the migrants and for the city of New York. We also know that companies won't do business in New York if there are thousands of people sleeping on the streets, or the quality of life is dramatically impacted because the city is forced to cut essential services." 50 Cent previously proposed that Donald Trump was the answer to New York's problems after endorsing the Republican in 2020 over his tax policies. He said at the time, "Yeah, I don't want to be 20 cents. 62% is a very, very bad idea. I don't like it." 50 later rescinded his endorsement at the urging of ex-girlfriend Chelsea Handler. Handler made a plea to the rapper during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon where she said, "I had to remind him that he was a black person, so he can't vote for Donald Trump, and that he shouldn't be influencing an entire swath of people who may listen to him because he's worried about his own personal pocketbook." 50 reposted a clip of the interview and said, "Fuck Donald Trump, I never liked